he's the Australian, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Man, listen, I want to get him on. I really respect him, even though I don't agree with socialism. I mean, he's one of the bleeding heart liberals that allows all this to happen. But overall, his analysis of Obama, the globalist, I mean, he's a really thought-provoking guy.
It's really interesting how you have carried out your thoughts this morning. But in his new documentary, he has Cynthia McKinney on there calling Barack Obama a warmonger. And it is outstanding. He's basically turning the media on its heels right now, and he's going after the hand that feeds him. He's even biting back at the BBC, ITN, and others.
No, I know. And of course, he's a famous photographer, took some of the most famous photos in Vietnam, little burned girl, napalmed, and the rest of it, for those that don't know who we're talking about. And this is the time to get aggressive. This is the time to get out of left-right. This is the time to stop mincing words. That's what Paul Craig Roberts' editorial is about today on Infowars.com. He's one of our writers. Very honored to have him. It's time to turn the heat up in Infowar. It's time to pull out the stops, make a splash. You are the revolutionaries against the globalist. We're really counter-revolutionaries against their full-spectrum takeover. And so I will definitely check into that. I know about his new film. I've told Jaron to try to get him. We've been trying for months. I appreciate your call. Let's go ahead and talk to Jonathan in Kansas. Jonathan, you're on the air.
Yes, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Fair.org, that is Fairness and Accuracy in Reporting, reported in the 8th of October that Chris Matthews actually advocated for Phil Donahue to get kicked off the air because he had anti-war views. So Chris Matthews poses as someone...
No. He's a total hypocrite. They do what they're told. Through the Defense Department and through the Department of Labor and other agencies, he is directly paid by the government, just like Armstrong Williams. Chris Matthews isn't a liberal. He's not a conservative. He is a government operative, period. None of it's real. But to fool people, it's just like in England, or you'll go to tourist traps like Port Aransas, Texas. I found out one company owns almost every one of the big tourism things with the fake sharks out front, and where you buy the beach towels and caps and chairs, or shirts or bathing suits. One company owns all the big ones, and there's a few little mom and pops. And just like in England, the vast majority of people buy from two stores. They're owned by the same company. But one has a green scheme, one has an orange scheme. And so people think there's a choice. And that's all it is with Fox News and with MSNBC. But Fox News knows that you've woken people up, I've woken people up, and now if they want to stay relevant, they've got to play the part of patriots so that at the key point, they can still exercise influence. That shows how bad we're beating them. Do you see the beauty? We got them on their heels. It's time to realize it and put the spurs in. Anything else, sir? All right, he's gone. Let's jam in another, and I'm coming back with more. Let's go ahead and talk to who's up next here. Noah in Oklahoma, you're on the air.
Hey, Happy New Year, Alex.
Good. What's up?
Yesterday, you were talking, you briefly mentioned it, and as you were passing, I thought, man, I wish you would have went into that, but it was about
Your cell phone's cutting out. Say it again.
Okay. I've got a bad cell. The letter carriers are going to be carrying transmitters. Is that what you said
Yeah,
yesterday?
folks, that's CBS, AP, Reuters. Will you print me letter carriers? Let's find a Patriot article, because that'll be the easiest for me to remember. Then it'll link through, give me the mainstream articles. Post office vehicles now to spy. Post office vehicles now to be worse than Google. Or something like that. And then it's got the articles linked in it. But yes, they've now announced... Well, they've announced years ago they're spying on you and trying to see what kind of mail you're getting. But now they're going to have big data grabbers.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
very wealthy U.S. citizen, is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday price packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans. And the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com, or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
All right, I'm going to hit some financial news, and then we're going to go right back to your calls. Charlotte Iserby is coming up with groundbreaking Skull and Bones intel. She's agreed to have the guys come back up and interview her and get Skull and Bones information never before seen. Anyways, very exciting. You know, the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, when we start to resist evil, we begin to have success, and we grow our liberty muscles. We grow our minds, and we are fulfilled. It is our job to build and create and be honorable and to resist evil. And sometimes be defeated by it, sometimes win. But it's the battle that matters. It's being in the field, on the field, in the fight. Resistance is victory. Fighting back is victory. Knowing who the enemy is victory. And I mean, it is so valuable to me that I am not afraid of being killed. I'm not. I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of being weak and human. I'm afraid of the enemy lying about me and trying to destroy my name to destroy my work. But that won't work because other people have now learned the paradigm shift information, and it's loose. I tell you, I get a little bit of an adrenaline rush every time I think about it. A lot of you out there who are new listeners, you get excited when your team wins the Super Bowl and it's down to sudden death overtime and they kick that field goal with 3 seconds left, or they run, through and the running back jumps over the top and gets the touchdown by 1 inch, you have that adrenaline rush. That's a false adrenaline rush off of symbolic warfare. But when I'm in the info war and truly defeating and having victories against the globalist, it is more valuable than all the accolades, all the power, all the women, all the art, all the everything means nothing compared to defending liberty. Feeling really good right now. I'm sorry. Okay, I got to stop right now because I said I was going to take your phone calls. I really should take off a week more often. I'm just so recharged. Oh, it's amazing. I'm too recharged, actually. Oh, man. I'm alive, sucking in breath, and I love life so much that I'm willing to lay down my life for others so that they can be free and so that evil doesn't win, because I can't stand corruption and manipulators and liars and people that know humanity's secrets, and they use those secrets not to empower and build and unloose the human spirit, but they use it to shutter it and to dumb it down. That is such a crime against the universe, a crime against the Maker. And I don't know all of the great creator's plans. I don't know all the handiwork. I can't even begin to imagine it. But I can see what I can see. And let me tell you something. I couldn't get mad at God no matter what happened to me, no matter what comes, because I know it's all part of the plan. And that is a great feeling. It's the best feeling in the world. And again, I'm not on some high horse telling you I'm pious or I'm good or I got all the answers. I'm just telling you, I'm tuned in to love. I'm tuned in to light. I'm tuned in to decency. I'm tuned in to the ever-flowing living waters. That's the only way to describe it. It just flows and never stops, and it is good. And one drink out of this well, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever really peer into the universe, into infinity, if you ever get outside this controlled matrix false grid and tap in to just one sliver, 1 micron of our destiny, you won't have fear anymore. You won't have fear of the New World Order. You'll have fear of God. But it's not fear like I'm scared. It's fear of not fulfilling your mission. All right, I want to get into some financial news and then your calls. Ex-Shell president sees $5 a gas by 2012. That's now a year and 3 days away. And that's exactly what the other oil execs have told our source. You know him as Lindsey Williams. That's CNN, flaunting it in your face. They don't tell you it's dollar devaluation that's going to cause it. Home prices fall faster in biggest U.S. cities, AP. All part of the recovery we're in. The recession ended back in June of a year and a half ago. Remember, the TV said so. They also said fluoride's good for you, and they also said feminism is good for you. They also said abortion's good for you. They also said bisphenol A is good for you. They told you GMO crops are good for you. They told you DU's good for you, troops. Must be true, huh? They said so. Consumer confidence shows surprise drop in December. Oh, it's surprising. CNBC. I see that every month. Oh, it's surprising you don't have confidence. Things are so good. What's wrong with you? You're stupid. Ignore what you see in the street every day. Believe CNN. Believe Fox News. U.S. changes how it measures long-term unemployment. Well, they've done that decades ago. Under the old calculations, and we've had top economists from the government, previously in the government, number 2 under Reagan, and others, countless Nobel Prize winners telling you that people like, what's his name? Who's the Nobel Prize winner that we've had on a bunch? Who quit the World Bank right when all those documents got leaked? Joseph Stiglitz. That's a memory trick. If you can't remember the name of the person, you just remember the information they put out. That it's been about 22% for about 3 years, and now it's about 23.5. The TV tells you it's 9.8, though, so it must be true. Now they're changing it again to further cover up the unemployment, but USA Today tells you they're changing it to give you a more accurate number.